The supreme leader of the Varnak Empire had conquered 1,000 worlds without challenge. Species bowed, planets knelt. Then, the humans arrived. They didn't bow. They didn't kneel. And when they finally stood before him, they laughed. The chamber of the Varnak Empire was carved from obsidian and lit with pulsing veins of red energy. The supreme leader sat on his high throne, surrounded by guards in black armor, their faces hidden behind silver masks. Silence ruled. The air, heavy, tense, unshakable, until a sound broke it. Laughter. Real, deep human laughter. It echoed through the throne room like an explosion, and every Varnak guard flinched. The source of the sound? A human woman standing confidently in front of the throne, hands behind her back, grinning like she'd just heard a joke. She was called Commander Elira Ross, and she had been captured 3 days earlier in orbit above, Varnak Prime, during what the Empire believed was a small scouting mission. In truth, it was bait. The supreme leader rose from his throne slowly. His armor creaked with centuries of weight and history. His eyes, a burning gold behind the mask, narrowed. "You dare mock me, human?" His voice was deep and cold, like steel, dragged over ice. Elira wiped a tear from her eye, still chuckling. "You look like a metal peacock sitting there trying to look scary." The guards raised their weapons in an instant, but the leader lifted a hand. He wanted to understand this strange defiance. "No species has ever spoken to me this way and lived. That's because you've never met humans properly," Elira said, taking a step forward. Her smile faded just slightly, but her eyes blazed with something stronger than fear. Resolve. "We've seen tyrants before. Kings, emperors, warlords. You're not new. You're just louder." The leader tilted his head. "You believe your kind can resist me? You are ants." "Maybe," Elira replied. "But we're the kind that fights back when stepped on." The supreme leader laughed now, low and echoing. "Then die with pride." He raised his hand to signal execution, but before it fell, the walls of the chamber trembled. Boom. A pulse wave knocked dust from the high pillars. A second boom followed. From the far end of the room, a Varnak officer stumbled in, blood on his uniform. "Supreme One, their fleet, it's here. Hundreds of ships. We thought they were scattered." "You thought wrong," Elira said, voice now sharp. "We don't leave our people behind, and we don't kneel to bullies." The leader roared in rage and lifted his hand. But in that moment, something unexpected happened. One of his own guards stepped forward, and then another. They slowly lowered their weapons. The humans hadn't just brought ships. They'd brought a message. The Varnak weren't invincible. They weren't gods. And their soldiers, too long ruled by fear, had just witnessed something impossible. Laughter in the face of death. Hope. The supreme leader's voice shook the walls. "You will all burn." "No," Elira whispered. "You've ruled by fear. We fight with fire." From orbit, the human fleet lit up the skies. Precision strikes shook the foundations of the palace. The Varnak Empire, once unstoppable, began to fracture, not through brute strength, but through the power of one human laugh that made an entire army remember they could choose. Elira walked. From that throne room untouched, she didn't just survive. She changed the course of history. The Varnak Empire would never forget the day a human laughed in their supreme leader's face. It wasn't technology or weapons that broke the galaxy's most feared regime. It was courage. And it only took one fearless voice to remind 1,000 silenced ones how to speak again.